Hi, I'm Jeff Natale and president of ErieKIDS, and I'm coming to you with my vlog. And I posted a new question on the ErieKIDS.com website about how many times does it take your child to ask you before you give in. Well, the question is a little tongue-in-cheek, of course. It's meant really to be more of a provocative question, one to make parents think, and less of a serious question because it's kind of a hard thing to quantify. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you about this idea of consistent parenting, because it might be the number one reason why parents come to see me in my practice, and really the number one reason why parents bring their children to family therapy in the first place. And the first thing I guess I wanted to talk about is roles. There is an idea, I think, that has changed in our culture about how parents should avail themselves to their kids. And for instance, it's my belief that parents have come to the place where they really kind of equate love with friendship and discipline with anger. And honestly, neither of those are really a very good way to go about parenting your child. Love is not it does not profess the idea of friendship with your child. Love in parenting involves nurturance, direction, offering counsel as yourself, and being a role model. And discipline is very far from anger. Discipline in Webster's dictionary means to teach. And so the idea that we teach our children about our expectations, about our beliefs and our values, and that over time we consistently employ those beliefs so that they can learn those lessons and they can learn to behave in a way that's really in line with what we expect of them. So the second issue is really about this idea of distance in your relationship with your child. And this is a tough one for parents to deal with because of this idea, again, that love is really friendship. And if you think about friendship really happens in close proximity. But parenting requires a bit of a healthy distance from your child in order to maintain your authority and your ability to direct them in life. And that's an uncomfortable thing, I think, for a lot of parents to be, at times, a bit distant from their child. Unfortunately, when you become angry, you're very distant from your child. And it's that movement back and forth between being very close and being very distant that really has a bad effect on a kid and how they perceive the safety in their relationship with you. So this idea of maintaining a certain distance from your child, being loving, and also being distant enough to maintain your authority is important. And that flexes, but it shouldn't be, the distance that you have with your child shouldn't be very, very close when things are great and very, very distant when things are bad. It really should be much more stable than that. And finally, there's this idea of nurturing your child without being played. And what I mean by that is that sometimes, again, when we talk about love, we move in, we feel like we give our hearts to people, or in this case, our children, and then we become vulnerable that they can take advantage of our good graces, and that's when in relationships we become angry and resentful. So the idea of being able to nurture your child while still saying no is really vital. So those are 3 tips that I think that can be valuable to parents. And once again, as always, I will offer the invitation to contact us through the ErieKIDS website, www.eriekids.com. You can email me directly at jeff@eriekids.com and with your questions, and I try very hard to email back all the folks that have sent in their emails to me. So thank you for watching, and look for our next vlog. Thank you.